to see you again. My name is Nathan Lomas, and today, in this week's edition, we're going to be looking at the butterfly stroke. Now, a lot of people would argue that the butterfly is the hardest stroke to master, and I would agree, because it takes great endurance, and it takes great technique, and also a bit of determination, like anything in life. I'm going to show you what not to do, and I'm going to show you how to do the stroke correctly. Okay, come with me, let's go. Okay, so our swimmer here has pushed off the wall, and as you can see from the get-go, there is a bit of an inconsistency going on here. Okay, let's freeze it, and first thing we're going to look at is our swimmer's legs. His legs are split apart, which is a no-go. We want his legs close together as much as possible so he can create a dolphin fin. If we look at our swimmer's upper body, his right arm is towards the sky, his left arm is just above the water surface, and his head and shoulders are leaning upwards to the left side of his torso, which is not a good sign, which means he's working harder than he should be, really. What he needs to do is have both arms working at the same time. They need to be working in unison. He could start doing this by making sure his shoulders are level above the water surface. Following that, he needs to pull with both arms through the water at the same time, accompanied by the dolphin kick. We will look at this more in depth later on. If we keep it rolling, we can see that his legs still aren't stuck together. He's dragging his body through the water rather than fluidly moving through the water with the correct technique. Oh, he tried to get both arms working in unison then. There we go. We only have one arm once again. He's splashing around everywhere. There shouldn't be that much of a splash. You can just see how much he's dragging and draining his energy in the process. Oh, that was a better stroke, although his kick still wasn't aligned with the stroke. All right, there's one arm again. Legs aren't together still, and he makes the wall. Okay, let's have a look at how we can correct this technique. So hopefully you're given a bit of an understanding on what not to do when trying to attempt the butterfly stroke. What I want to focus on now with you is how to accomplish the dolphin kick, which is an essential technique to master in order to get these arms going correctly. Stay with me. Okay, here we go. He's happy, ready to go, pushing off the wall. Good start. Okay, now first things first, let's pause it there. All right, first thing we want is our arms to be extended in front of our head, nice and straight, like an ironing board. Secondly, in order to achieve the kick, we need to lift our hips up towards the surface of the water while our legs push down through the water surface. It's also important to mention, if you want to move your dolphin fins up towards the top of the surface of the water, you need to push your hips down in order to do so. Now, while you're doing this, of course, it is okay to breathe. We're not superhuman. You can just lift your head to one side while also elevating one arm, just like that. I hope that helps. Now, just remember, last thing before we move on to how we can incorporate the dolphin kick with our arms is that if your hips go up, your legs are going down. And if your hips go down, your legs go up. That is how the mechanics work in your body when trying to achieve the dolphin kick. Don't forget it. Let's quickly have a look at how the dolphin kick helps our body elevate above the water. So focus on the legs and count with me. 1 and 2 and lift. 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 You can see that the dolphin kick works in twos. So you have the first kick, which establishes you for the next launch with your arms. So it's kick, kick, and then launch. Kick, kick, launch, kick, kick, launch, yeah? And while you're launching out of the water, you can do one or two things. You can breathe every time, which means you lift your head towards the wall while your arms are coming over so you can breathe, or you can breathe every second stroke. So, for example, for the first stroke, I might go kick, kick, keep my head down in the water while my arms do the work. For the second stroke, I might go kick, kick, head up, arms out, eyes facing the wall, stroke, and then breathe out into the water. The more you keep your head in the water, the faster you go. But obviously, if you feel like you're running out of breath, you need to breathe. So follow those steps accordingly. And last thing, don't forget that your shoulders need to be nice and square. So if this is me in the water, my shoulder blades right here need to be facing towards the wall, all right, the other end of the pool. And the top, so here, your back, so the top of your shoulders, need to be facing towards the sky. You want to be straight enough so you can balance a cup up there. If you can do that, then you've got the technique down. Now look at the difference. Before, the body was flying absolutely everywhere. Let's see what our swimmer does correct this time. First thing, his shoulders are square. His shoulder blades are facing towards the wall, and the top of his shoulder and his back is facing the sky. His head is down, looking at the bottom of the pool, and his arms are working together in unison, creating balance. And let's keep going. His arms are in unison. He's pulling past his body. Head comes up for a breath. His head goes down as soon as his arms hit the water again. Kick, kick. Keeps his head down this time to create power, and he touches the wall. So hopefully that gives you a good insight on what the butterfly stroke should look like. That is all for today. Thank you so much for joining me. If you have any questions or concerns, please drop a comment in the comment section and I will endeavor to get back to you. Hope you learned something new today. Good luck, train hard, and I have no doubt that you will be able to achieve the butterfly stroke. Have a great night. Bye.